Okay, for our very last example for section 8.6, part 1, we need to look at some graphs. So these are parametric equations. This is what we can do with parametric equations. When we use parametric equations, we can do a lot of different curves, circles, and some different kinds of things. So they give you some examples of some parametric pairs, so an x and a y, for each one of these, and you have to match which ones go with which. So on these ones, I want you to just go ahead and use Desmos. So I'll show you some examples of what these look like when we use Desmos. So let me switch over to my Desmos screen. Okay, so here is our Desmos screen. And in Desmos, let me see if I can move this over a little more. Okay, in Desmos, when you go to enter in a parametric equation, I want you to enter it in just like it is an ordered pair. So do parentheses, and then for x, you're going to plug in the x equation. So we'll have x and 2 plus cosine of t. So this is one of the examples. And then the y was sine of t. So now notice that this t down below showed up automatically for me. So I did not have to put this in. And I believe in the question it said to make our t value go from -5 to 5. Okay, and so then you can see that that went ahead and completed that circle. If I would have done something less, let's say we go from -1 to 1. So that would not have completed our circle for that parametric equation. If we go, let's say, from -10 to 10, it doesn't change anything. So this is an equation that cycles. It's going to keep making the same pattern, the circle over the top of the circle over and over and over and over again. So we don't have to have all the way up to 10, but we have to have at least 5. Let's see what 4 would have given us. You can kind of play around with this a little bit. And look at, so see, from -4 to 4 would have been enough to keep that circle going as well. Okay, so let's do another one. So another one that they had in the example was t cubed. So type in t cubed minus t for the x. Oh, whoops, and I forgot my parenthesis. So we need a parenthesis, or comma in the front. I got my parenthesis. And then my y equation is t squared. Okay, and then again we have, so you can see it starts to give me that shape here, the blue. And then let's go from -5. Okay, so see that brought in a lot more. And then let's go to 5, and then brought in some more. So this is how we can use Desmos to do those parametric equations. Just go ahead, start typing it in. Remember your parentheses. That t will show up automatically. And then you just need to plug in some values for t, whatever makes enough to make the full picture for you, so you get an idea of which ones of those equations. So see, these are the examples. This is your homework problem. And then you can go ahead and match up which one of these graphs goes with which ones of these equations. And that's all I have for you for 8.6 part 1.